Hello everyone, it's Paul with Tutor U, and today we're going to be going over the definitions of mean, median, and mode that you might find on the GED. If this video helps you out, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. It would greatly benefit me, and I appreciate every last one of you for watching this video. So, let's get started with mean, median, and mode. What is the mean? The mean is the average value of a data set. That sounds a little bit crazy, it sounds unusual, the words might confuse you, but I promise you it is not too difficult. Once you get a few examples under your belt, you'll feel much more comfortable with finding the mean of a data set. So let's do a couple of examples of finding the mean of a data set. So what is a data set, first off? Well, it's just a group of numbers. So let's just start off with something very, very nice. And we'll start off with the example of, here, this is our data set. Oh, let me make this a little bit thicker. That's what she said. So a little bit, there we go. So our data set will go 1, 2, 3, 4 for our data set. And we want to find the mean of 1, 2, 3, 4. So how do we do this? Well, we find the average, so we add each part up. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So what is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4? Well, that is 10. And then we divide it by the numbers inside of the data set. And so 10 divided by 4 is what? So 10 over 4. That is equal to 2.5. It goes in there 2.5 times. So 2.5, or another way of writing it would be like 2.5. So 2.5 is our mean. The symbol for mean is, it looks like a fancy M. So mean equals 2.5. So that's our first example of the mean. Let's do a couple of more. Here we have an example problem that's very similar to what you might find on the GED for something when it comes to finding the mean. So they give you this data set. They give you this group of numbers. And it says that the owner of Ice Cream Palace listed the number of milkshakes sold each day for 1 week. And it goes through the days of the week and how many milkshakes were sold at that place. So on Monday, there's 22, 16 on Tuesday, 20 on Wednesday, and so on. It's good to write all of this down. Write just the numbers down. Okay? So that's what I'm going to start off by doing. There we go. I will write down the number of milkshakes sold each day. So we have 22, we have 16, 20, 26, 24, and 85. Now, just like the problem before, the question is, what value best describes the number of milkshakes sold at Ice Cream Palace on a typical summer day? That typical summer day is finding the mean. It's finding the average summer day. So typical summer day is the same as average summer day. So what you do is you're going to go through and add all of these values here. So we have 22 plus 16, that is 38. Plus 20 is 58. Plus 26 is 84. Plus 24 is 108. Plus 85 is 193. So our top is 193. So this equals 193. And how many values do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we need to do 193 divided by 6. And give me 1 second. I actually need a calculator on this one. So, after consulting my favorite consultant, Siri, I have figured out that the answer to this, 193 divided by 6, is 32.16. So, the mean value, the average value of milkshakes sold on a typical summer day is 32.16 milkshakes. They might have you round down and call this just 32 whole milkshakes, right? Because you're going to sell them. Technically, I mean, with it being above 32, I guess it could be 33 milkshakes sold, and that one person didn't finish theirs. But 32.16 is going to be your answer for the number of milkshakes sold on a typical summer day. Let's move on and find another example problem for you. So here we have our next example of a mean question, and it is a little bit mean, but a mean question that you'll find on the GED. It says we get this diagram, which is our data set of numbers, and it's Sneaker World sales for the week. So they have your days of the week along with the sales of each day of the week. The question is, the mean sales for this 1 week were $4,443. The manager misplaced her records for Saturday. What were the sales on Saturday? So we are given the mean, and we are asked to find out what a single day of sales is. This one is a little bit more complex, and I would highly recommend that you pause the video and you write all of this down. Just have it down in your notebook. It'll be there for you to reference later on. If you don't have a notebook handy, just follow along the best that you can, because I'm going to have to actually get rid of this text right here, and I will write out the problem on how to solve it. Okay? It's going to get a little bit messy, but I'll do my best to make it as clean as possible. So let's get started on working this problem out. So the very first thing that we want to do is just like any other question of finding the mean. So let's write out all of our data points as if we're going to find the mean. Okay, so we have the 5,000. Let me make sure I get everything all nice and set up for you guys. So we have our 5,229 plus 3,598 plus 6,055 plus 3,110 plus 3,765 plus the question mark. Don't forget the question mark, okay? And just like the other mean problems, the other average problems, you have to divide all of this by the total number of numbers, right? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 numbers. So divide by 6, and that will equal the mean that we were given earlier, which, if you don't remember, it is 4,443. Double check, I'm good. So it is 4,443. Now, how do we go about doing this? Well, the first thing I would do is add all of these numbers up. So when you add all of these numbers up, you get 21,000, and might want to pause, keep up with me, 21,757. Double check that. Yep, 21,757. You don't have to do it by hand unless your battery dies in your calculator while you're taking the test. But 21,757 plus the question mark, all divided by 6, and that equals 4,443. Now, we have this stuff here. On top being divided by 6. How do we get rid of this division? Well, what's the opposite of dividing? It is multiplying. So we want to multiply that 4,443 times 6, and that equals 26,658. Okay, so let's rewrite this really quick, and it'll be a little bit easier, just a little bit. So we've gotten rid of that 6 on the bottom, remember that. So it is 21,757 plus the question mark, and that equals 26,658. So our next step is to subtract 21,757 from both sides. What you get on one side, or what you do to one side, you do to the other. So subtract 21,757 from this side. So this side over here, this cancels out. And what we are left with, we have our question mark is equal to, so what is 26,658 minus 21,757? Pause the video, give yourself a couple of seconds to work it out, and your answer should be 4,901. That is the missing value. So Saturday's sales value, is equal to 4,901. And what does this teach you? It teaches you not to lose your records of sales, so you have to calculate it backwards. But I hope this helped you understand the mean a little bit more, and it gave you an idea of what types of problems you're going to be facing on the GED. If this video helped you, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. I hope you have the best of luck on your GED, and I'll see you soon.